Hello, everybody. Take a look at this little position. It's a bit unbalanced, but the material is equal actually. Black has this queen, but for that queen, we got a rook, a knight, and a pawn, so that counts as equal. But of course, it's not easy to navigate here, but there is a way for white to win this. Our pawns are going up, the black pawn is going this way, so no pawns are close to promotion at this time. So, how can White play this and win? It's for me to know at the moment because I checked this one and solved it, but it's for you to find out. So, pause the video, look at this on your own time, and see if you can find out how White wins from here. Go ahead. Okay, did you find it? Well, there's not many candidate moves here, actually. I mean, there's pointless of moving the knight anywhere. There's pointless of moving the king anywhere. We need to be aggressive. I can only see two potential start moves, and I start with the one which is not correct. The rook to f7. It stops the black queen from coming here to check. So we take away all the checks. We are also threatening to take this pawn with a queen victory. So this is something black has to look at, but he has one very good defense move that stops everything, and that is queen to e4. From here, it's a giant. It protects the h7 pawn, it attacks the knight, it attacks this pawn, and it attacks this pawn. It does really everything here. And now we cannot really do anything for as white to win this. We can come up with our king to protect this knight. Black can either grab this pawn, exchange one pawn, or just move his king somewhere here. Now we don't have anything, and the computer also said this is a dead draw. It's really zero point 0.0. So nothing else here. No, we have to find something else. And apart from this candidate move, here comes the correct starting move, which is to start with a little check here. Rook f5 check. It of course brings black down to only two options. Either put his queen in between, which is obviously losing right away. We just grab it and we have lots of material up, or the king has to move to h6. That's the only two legal moves he can do here. So that is maybe not that hard to find the starting move, but the next move, that's something real extra. If you haven't seen this far, you can now pause the video again and see what white has to do to win from here. Go ahead. Okay, here we go. So the check here is pointless. Black will just move his king and attack both pieces. The queen is attacking here and threatening a check, everything at once. This is just pointless. No, has to be a very spectacular sacrifice. The winning move here is rook to g5. We're just putting the rook out there for grabs. Black can take with either the king or the queen. And what are we really accomplishing by playing this? Well, we are first of all blocking the black queen from coming to e7 with a check. Secondly, and very important, we are threatening a checkmate right away with knight to f7. Black has to do something about that. And as you see, if he grabs the rook, well, there comes a little fork here. And this is an easy win for white. We just move our king, and this pawn will be a lot quicker than this pawn, and we're gonna win. If black grabs the rook with the queen instead, this is a bit harder. We still have a fork. We will grab here, but the king is now out of the way for his pawn, which means we are pawn up. We're gonna allow two promotions, one for each player, but we are gonna win this in the end. King comes to d6. Not gonna go through all the moves here, but it's important for white to use this pawn to promote instead of this. This is one step earlier, but it doesn't matter because we're gonna end up with a queen each. Let's do this a bit quick. This is like the main variation. Allowing queen, we get a queen. Now, with this king blocked away from the pawn here, our king is in good position. This is a bit of a work, but this pawn will get the victory for white. Computer says +3, something like that for white, and it's going to take some while because black is going to do all these checks. But this is winning in the end. Okay, so back to the main position now. After the beautiful sacrifice, I would say the sham sacrifice here with rook g5 it cannot be taken. And to stop this checkmate here, black can either play queen f2 to protect, but then he will immediately be subject to a fork here, and he will lose his queen. So that's not possible. Now, black is playing queen h2. It stops the knight from coming here because black is pinning it to our king. Okay, now we have to do something. What can we do? We want this knight to be free because we need it really to win this. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to move our king. The point is, if we move away our king somewhere, uh, I'm giving all the options right now just to get away from this pin. Well, not here. This is not. Take that away. If black takes this rook, we're still threatening a fork here and winning the queen. So we just have to move away the king. But if we move to the wrong place, let's say to anything here on the b file, black will simply give a check. And when we go back, now he can safely grab our rook without getting a fork back and losing his queen. And now we are really losing. So the king has to put in the right place, and the only place to put it is d8. If we go to c8, black will give a check up here and then grab the rook. So that's not working either. This is good. Now we're again threatening checkmate. Black cannot take here due to the fork, and he has to do something about putting our knight here on f7. If we place again, we looked at this, queen f2, well, it's still gonna be a fork here, and we're gonna grab the queen anyway. So black is forced to do the last defense move, which give it check here, and now we move the king somewhere. We gotta move it away from a check. We cannot go to this file either because then black will grab this pawn and pin our knight again. So we're going, and we're not going back here. We don't want any repetitions. We place it on c8. Now black is all out of checks. He cannot stop the the knight to f7. Still can grab our rook, but even here it's in the wrong place because this knight is getting these forks in anywhere. So that's not possible either. So he can just resign here, basically. Again, this is still a fork and checkmate. And if it doesn't do anything, we will just checkmate up here. So this is resign for black, and it's a beautiful victory for white. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching everything. I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.